All right, morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson. Thank you for being the first one here this morning. Jet Shelley, I see you. Thank you for being here this morning as well. Good morning, family. Up, up, up. Our up means wake up, wise up, and rise up. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to the entrepreneurs, the stay-at-home moms and pops, the retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery driver, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to my brother Troy Star's Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Please go over to Troy's channel and continue to support that brother. Let me see. Please go over to Wifey's channel, Shakira Sphere, and continue to support her channel as well. Big up to all those who do. I see London is in the building this morning, bright and early for me, not for you. You 7 hours ahead, right? So you going on midday right now. Big up and thanks for being here. All right. So this morning, before I shout out a couple of people like I normally do, it's the morning after Thanksgiving. Some people are probably still sleeping because they stuffed themselves yesterday, like the turkey and these kind of things. But I'm up and I'm here. All right, we're going to talk about the JCF strikes, the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Imagine Jamaican police going on strike as a unified unit. Dog, nyam, what's up? So the JCF strikes as the state of emergency collapses. State of emergency is the measures that's used to basically curtail crime when things are getting out of hand on the island of Jamaica. You always hear the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness, run for state of emergency, and they start setting up zones of special operations in places. A lot of people get snatched up off the streets and locked up for days, weeks, months, those kind of things. We're going to talk about that because it just collapsed, meaning there will be no extension of it. So with the police on strike and the state of emergency collapsing won't be continued, you can imagine what's about to go on. We're already probably 1,400 murders into the year. And usually, if you follow the trend, around December into January is some of the most deadliest times in Jamaica for that type of stuff to be happening. All right. And then there's a voice note here. It's really a video of a girl who posted a video yesterday that I did a video of the missing girl that was kidnapped from her home. And her sister was taking the video from upstairs, right? We're going to talk about that. There's another video now. That other video is the mom, the mother of the girls. And she is talking to her daughter that posted the video. But I want you to hear what the mom said. All right. So we'll try to find this girl, get her back home. I'm trying to keep as up to date to that as possible. I don't know if at this minute or an hour or two ago she was found. I don't know if that's happening. As far as I know, up to date, she still has not been found or heard from. We watched her on video get walked into that car, right? Forcibly walked into that car. So we're going to talk about all that, the violent upsurge of violence against women. It's been going on for quite a while now. It's not new for us. We've seen the stories, and we have way more of those stories that continue to keep coming to us. So we're going to talk about that. Now, before we get into all that, let me big up some people for being here this morning. All right. So shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson again, first one in, and Jet Shelley, second one in. Craig Bailey, thank you for being here. Lenora Todd, thank you for being here. Kim Wood and Darlene Walter Riley again is in the building. Thank you, Darlene, for being here. Dre Bell, Sexy Body is in the building. Nadine Linton, Clean D is in the building. Clive Stewart is here. Ernest Stadhart is here. Marlene Sinclair Grant is here. Kevin Morgan, good morning. Thank you for being here. Faithia Griffiths, thank you for being here. Lovely Anika is here this morning. King Biggs, morning fam. Big up yourself and thank you for being here. BLF TV is in the building. Good morning. BLF TV. Christopher Vibes Rum is here. Sharice Welsh is here. Bob Cosmic is here. And why? The name there. Pussy Galore is here. this this morning, I saw here Michelle Curlew is here, Navia Hall is here, and Blessings and Honor and King Samba is in the building. Maria's Products is here. Big up Maria's Products. Worldwide violence against women on the rise. Yes, it is indeed. And we're going to get into all that. But we're not going to go worldwide. We are going to Jamaica. All right. I kind of have a thing about when I say something about Jamaica, people always say, like, yeah, man, SouFlo, these things are happening all around the world, you know? Well, we're not all around the world. We're not dealing with all around the world. We know that no situation is unique to one place on earth. Suffering Agwan, if I talk about suffering going on in Jamaica, I don't want to hear, yeah, it's going on all around the world. If I talk about domestic violence on the rise or the violence against women or females, not just women, the violence against females is what's trending. The young females are being molested and raped and tortured and abused and all that. And then we get into the part where they're adults and they're getting killed and these kind of things. So, I don't want to hear, yes, that's something that's happening in South America too, SouFlo, and over here, nothing on, around there and all across the world. Like, that's not what I'm talking about this morning. All right? Jamaica, we have to stick to this morning. It kind of makes me feel like you're trivializing what it is I'm saying or what it is I'm trying to bring some attention to. We can't pay attention to the whole world. We have to clean up house first. And then we go off to think about the world, right? Dance a yard before you dance abroad. That's how the thing go. See? All right. Niho says, if a country is not being more productive, paying significantly more to government workers means more borrowing and more oppressive taxation. And YTash62 says, oi, mate, you're right. All right, so we're going to some of this morning. Listen, first of all, the JCF strikes. I'm on social media yesterday, trying to figure out what's going on, what's hot and popping, and what we got to talk about in the morning and all these things. What's trending, where the people's interest lie, where they're leaving all the comments today. And this is one of them. So I saw a video of Jamaica Constabulary Force people in the streets protesting. One of the videos right here, they showed up this morning again, and this one is from CVM TV. Big up CVM. I'm not to use CVM stuff in the car. CVM is you will see a whole video get blocked because that's our footage. Take it down. So I can only use a little piece of it, right? But this is what I go on right now. So rank and file members of the JCF are gathering outside the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston in solidarity with Federation officials ahead of a hearing into overtime wages that is said to be owed to them since 2008. There's always that talk of our officers being overused and underpaid, right? And I've said it before. I said, besides me always saying big up the good police officer them out there because we so need them. Can't imagine what would happen if they weren't around. But at the same time, I also always says they get basket to carry water in. Okay, this morning they're in their suits. Yesterday they were out in their clothing, just regular civilian clothing. But see them there, they're filing in. They are standing up for their rights. Their job is hectic. You're dealing with a nation of a whole lot of unruly people. I'm not saying everybody there is unruly. I'm saying a nation of a whole lot of unruly people. I don't know if you've ever seen the videos, I'm sure you have, when the Jamaican police has to go out into the public and majority of the people around them are unruly. I've seen a police officer trying to arrest a man, and the man starts to fight the police officer, and the police officer fights him back. The police officer wasn't pulling a gun to shoot him. The police officer was using his training and all that to subdue him. Like one time in the US, as soon as man said, hey, police just shoot you, right? And tell everybody else around to back up and get away from here. It's not the case in Jamaica. While I'm watching the video with the police officer trying to subdue this man, I thought, boy, man, I fling big licking up. I hear somebody in the background in the video. I thought about, I'm gonna stab up the police boy, and I should have made him stab you in your neck, in a boy, like right there while the police officer is doing his duty, right there. They have an option, you know. Them can easily pull out them gun and shoot and justify it some way in court, because really and truly, if I'm a police officer and I have a gun on me, a live loaded gun on my hip, I don't know your expertise physically. No matter how them train me to go hand to hand, that's in a desperate time. Not for me to jump into a fight with you and match strength with you. You might be a 10th degree black belt. Next thing we know, I'm on the ground and my gun is being used against me. So the last thing a police officer wants to do is get into a tangle with somebody who, especially somebody who is riled up and ready to go, want violence with you, don't care if you're police in uniform and all that. So I always commended them for that, because we don't hear too many of them stories that, as in the police just shoot him down, so nothing. We hear some of those, yes, but I don't know them, and I'm not trivializing theirs either, but usually those come from certain, circumstances, situations, and places. Run the spot, them block the road them when time police kill gunman, but when the little girl in the neighborhood get raped, that community stays silent. When the little girls are drawn away and killed and then found on the side of the road or in some burning building or burnt up, they stay silent in that neighborhood. Them place them may talk, and them may talk. All right. Yes, they are overworked and really underpaid, and hope this will make a difference. They were out yesterday, big strike. This is just them coming in this morning. But when we find the video, I'll show you real quick. Because they weren't, I mean, I've said it before, say it again, them get basket to carry water in. Plain and simple. And it's rough out here for them. And their pay has been short for a long time. When I heard of how much their salary was for the first time, I was like, that can't be right. There's no way that's their salary. But it is. It is. I want you to know something. Foreign countries are recruiting our police officers too, just like they're recruiting our nurses. Again, back to the brain drain thing that I told you about. When you take away the brightest minds out of a country and you take away the most motivated people out of a country and you take away all the forward stepping go-getters out of a country, then what do you think is going to happen to that country eventually? Be a dunce left in that. And then you can imagine two dunce people trying to solve something or work something out amicably. It's probably not going to work. So violence will increase. See? And a lot of other things will go bad. Like when they start recruiting all the nurses. If I went to nursing school, got my degree in nursing, been on my job, experienced and an expert at what I do, I need my pay to reflect that. Right? I am a service to my nation and I need my pay to reflect that. Now, if a foreign nation comes and says, we're giving you this much per year to come, they don't even need to finish the sentence for me. Gone. Because sometimes it's not about money, yes. But when you're not getting enough that you can survive on and be comfortable with, when I talk about get rich overnight, then you have to go where the opportunities lie. Life is short. You don't have too much time, and everybody have to set up them little legacy, take care of them family, make sure you have some in reserve and all that. We don't want to be taking up donations when anything happened to any of them. And working people, hardworking people should never be on GoFundMe when something go wrong with them, because they've been working hard and getting underpaid for so long. So these are their conditions, man. And it looked like, it's overflowing. It's spilling over now. Here it is.
We want money! We want money! That is all to us! That is all to us! We want money! We fed up! The police is here. Me not sleep comfortable if me not hear a police vehicle. Kingston Central, Almantown, Gold Street. Anything them ask for, any percentage, any raise, they must get it. Them deserve it. They work very hard. Very, very hard. If they ask the Air Force One, they forget it with immediate effect. Yes, man, they forget their money, man. They forget their money. They work. Sometimes I wonder if them have family at home. Them up on the road right through. Right through. Yeah. They are here to serve and protect. Right? And that is what they are doing. And I love that. We love the pot. Coming up, stand up! Coming up, stand up! We want money! We want money! That is all to us! That is all to us! We want money! We fed up! Shot fire. The police.
This lady that was talking about shot fire, this lady, shout out to the Observer for these. This lady that was talking about shot fired, she is obviously, she said, Kingston Central, right? She's obviously from one of those volatile communities. So you can imagine what she has said. She said if she don't see police, she don't feel good because enough things are going on in a fair little constituency there, and it's the police saving them. So I want you to think about this real quick. Zones of special operations and state of emergency. Usually when them call state of emergency, it means they're trying to starve off the crime thing that's going. Things are getting out of control. So this is state of emergency is basically when the prime minister hits the panic button. Okay, he's like, get them out in the streets, lock off the place. That's when they start set up the zones of special operations. Around here, so you have to go through checkpoints and so on. There's a problem with that because that seems to be the only crime solution that this prime minister has had throughout his whole time in. And they keep talking about coming up with come up with a firm and solid crime plan. But crime keeps on escalating, especially shootings, especially murders. See? Now imagine if the whole JCF should strike. Think about that. Imagine if the whole JCF should strike. If they're already killing people with state of emergency in place and zones of special operations set up. Imagine if if the police them should strike, all of them together. And then no more state of emergency, no more zones of special operation, none of that. The only people I think that are going to get hurt by this, man, is the local citizens. I shouldn't even say poor people. But majority of these crimes that are taking place, especially the heinous murders, majority of them are taking place in areas that we would call poor people area. But they're the ones that are going to suffer because gunmen are going to run rampant now. Now imagine them being able to leave their area. Them not only in them area no more because them knows the police now work. Soldier now work. Well, they might have to take the soldiers and put them out in the streets in place of the police if that comes to that. But I see a collapse is what I see. And it don't look good right now. Seeing he doesn't care about poor people. This government doesn't have a clue, Portia Bank says. Yeah, you know what my biggest issue is though? The same Jamaican people. See them there? They were marching yesterday as well. They were on strike. Yesterday when I put the video up about the girl being kidnapped and her little sister put the video up and I took it and I said, yo, let me just use the platform to get this out there real quick so people can see this and see what's going on. And hopefully, I even sent it directly to the JCF first, and I sent it even to the Prime Minister's box. So I just send it out, see? And while that's going on, you know what people are responding to me saying? They're responding to me saying, SouFLo, you know, since the police them gone on strike. JCF is on strike, so who are going to go find her? Imagine more of that happening. See? So they're out there and they want them. I thought it was about increased pay, and it might be, but I know also that the headline of it is money is owed to them since 2008. You know, see them people them for fool. You heard what the lady said? Sometimes she wonder if them have family at home. Because you're seeing the same faces in your area. And y'all said, damn, SouFlo, Officer SouFlo, him out here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 12-hour trip, me see him out at each of them day there. Which part him live? Him now have a wife and pick me at home. You know? And them thing I mash up the people and family too. They're under strain. In my cup this morning is some ginger tea, people. I woke up to a cold Florida again, but I'm not complaining because it's not as cold as where some of you are. Yesterday was 80 something degrees, even though it started out really cold in the morning. So no complaint there. SouFlo, she posted on Instagram that she is okay and no kidnapped. Me want to say her. Did you see her? Sally Edwards, did you see her? Answer me real quick, please. At Sally Edwards, did you see her? Because this boy could use her phone, you know. He could have her phone and be texting, I'm okay, and all that. So have you seen her? The girl in that ball says she don't want to go in the car. The man a choke her, slam her down, box her, drag her to the car. Her poor sister upstairs panicking, don't know what to do. You can see she running with the camera from window to window with her phone, and she's like, she said, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. She don't know what to do. And she finally opened the window and said, hey, sir, what you doing? What you think you're doing? See, I want to see her because the voice note that I'm talking about is disturbing. That's why I want to see her. I don't want to hear about the message. So answer me, please. Did she make a video? I saw the post on my View Telegram group. All right, this person is not answering me back, or did I miss it? Did I miss it? Nope, the person hasn't answered me back yet. Sally Edwards. Sally Edwards says she posted on Instagram that she is okay and she not kidnapped. All right. And I'm asking Sally, okay, here's Sally. I saw the post on my View Telegram group. Yes, but I'm asking, was it a video where she was sitting in the video saying, hey guys, I'm back home, I'm okay. Because she don't live nowhere else. She live at her parents'. That's their family home. So it's not like she should be anywhere else off in some locator behind her and she's on some video saying, hey guys, I'm okay. Yes, I'm fine. Me don't know, me want to see if there's a video. I caught it. I read her comment again just now. She said her reply was, I saw the post on my View Telegram group. So I caught it. Dave Weist. As long as no one see her, don't chat foolishness cause that can be a distraction. Yes. Universe Music. You see YouTube go on funny sometimes. They actually blocked your comment just now because you put the word SHIT in there in your comment. That's why I be telling y'all sometimes to clean up your comments. And even though this is how we talk as Jamaican people, sometimes we want to inject a little in it, but don't do it because a lot of the times you're asking me, SouFlo, why is this? So why you erase my comment all the time? And it's not me. I do erase comments though, but a lot of the times YouTube erase your comment or block it. I can see it, the audience can't see it. See, your picture was frozen for a couple of seconds. All right, somebody says the video is freezing. She is at a man yard at drink and party. She and the man. Sally Edwards, don't be ignorant. Don't be a big dunce early in the morning. You're an adult. Act like an adult. Okay? She is at a man yard at drink and party. She and the man. You're a woman, right? You're a woman. Did you see how she left her yard yesterday? As a woman. As a woman. I don't know what's wrong with some of y'all women. Some of y'all women don't even give your own women support. Then you expect man to support. Listen, let me tell you something, right? If you don't support your fellow women, what is going to happen is men who abuse them are going to feel empowered. Okay? Stop making them silly ass comments because you don't know. Oh, she's at a man yard. Is she attack? Is she attack? Me have to make sure before I go in, you know. Because I don't want to go in upon the wrong person or you was saying something to somebody else and you just catch the one. Yeah. But you're a woman. If you saw that video yesterday, you wouldn't make that kind of a comment. She was beaten, dragged, and forced into a vehicle. Even when the guy was going around the others, him stuff her in the car first and shut the door before him go around on the other side to drive away. As he was going around the other side to drive away, she got out the car and was trying to run. He came back around the car, pushed her into the vehicle, although she was fighting not to go in, and she said, "I don't want to go." And you said she there a man that drink and smoke and having fun. Just say a word of prayer for the girl, right? It doesn't matter at this point if she's one of the yam head them where they want bad man, gunman, and now it turn around on her. It doesn't matter at this point. Maybe sometimes some things have to go on in some of us life for it to be our awakening point, for it to be our, oh my God, okay, I need to, me not do that again kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So she not talk about nothing. So it don't, all those extra side chatters does not matter right now. Right now, we just want to see the girl alive. That's it. See? It no matter, cause that's what some people are using to justify it. Them girl there be a gunman them want. So when anything happen to them, I don't business. Okay. First of all, we don't know the connection relation between she and this man. Second of all, even if they did have a relationship, we don't know him to be a gunman. We don't know nothing about the case like that to be speaking like that and directing that to this specific case. All we know is we saw on video a girl being led away from her house after she get jammed up in a corner, choke up. She trying to leave. She get boxed down. She drag, pushing at the car, and them gone with her. That's it. If this was your daughter or your sister, this isn't the time that you would be like, a long time I tell her if I left the boy and I make she go on. Because no, you would be thinking, oh my God, we need to find my sister. But tell her, you know, I tell her all the time, Jesus Christ, look here, all right, we need to find my sister. That's what your basic, your headline would be, I need to find my sister. Some of you don't have no compassion for people. Some of you don't have any love for your own. Like, y'all are so desensitized to violence and so dismissive of each other's pain and struggles. And that's how we reach. Wow. Wow. Anyhow, the video that I was trying to find after that video was posted, you see the little sister. All the little sister wants to do is to find her sister. Okay? All she wants to do is to find her sister. But here's the thing. She posts the video and her mom is on video telling her to take the video down. And she has said, "Mommy, me now take it down." And she has said, "Take down the video. Me now take it down." I save videos to do stories on, and I don't know if she took it down, so it disappeared from the lineup that I saved because I really wanted y'all to hear it. I couldn't believe that I was actually hearing the mom telling her daughter to take the video down. But here's what she said in the video. The mother said she asked her to take the video down because she hear say him have big links and him a talk about burn down house and kill people. All right. So she asked her to take the video down. I think that's the time you should want her to keep the video up. I think this is the time you would want her to spread the video everywhere. See? That's why the US sometimes is like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. Because then we ask if you take the video down or make you take the video down. All he's doing is clearing the path to do what he was going to do to your sibling. And then y'all won't have no evidence towards what happened. Because you don't take down the video, destroy the video, erase, delete, whatever. And now people are saying, well, what color car did he come in? What time of the day was it? What was she wearing the last time you saw her? When all that is in the video. She even put up the man license plate number, him real name plus him. Let me read the message to you. It says, Russian, otherwise called Sosa, is his name, from Manchester. She detailed that message. A silver Audi is what he's driving, and the license plate of the silver Audi is 8639JS. He kidnapped my sister yesterday from my family home with a firearm and threatened to kill her Please help me. I don't know if she's dead or alive. This part lets me know that she was probably in some kind of a relationship with this guy, because it says he is a obsessive, abusive man, and I know she is in danger. No one has heard from her since. So we watched this girl walk off into this car and drive off, and no one has heard from her since. So yeah, it's kind of an emergency here, you know. All right, big up yourself, bro Shaka. Bro Shaka, what go on? Long time I haven't seen you, but you've been here for years. Big up yourself. Faith Shepherd says praying that can be done to help the woman and children from this type of violence. Praying alone now gonna do it enough, because they've been praying, and trust me, the elders them been praying especially. But praying alone is not going to do it. Some works is going to have to be done. Praying without works don't go nowhere. So we have to go get up and start doing some work, right? Soji819 says another problem, when you care, you are told to stay out of people's business. Yes, that is our people though. Mind your business, man. Stay out of people's business. And then comes the other one. The boy a chat like galley, always a so and chat people business. I actually have Jamaican men who told me, you're coming like a girl, you always a chat people business. Now listen to the things that I talk about and them round that off to chatting people business. Now you know some people you just have to ignore them because them not up on that level there yet. And some people you can't bring up to a level, so you leave them right where they're at with respect and just cut and go about your business. So I'm not really focusing my energies on those kind of people. I'm focusing my energies on helping this family the best way I can, because I can't do it. I'm not there, so I can't round up a group of people and say, yo, man, we're going to circle up the area. Everybody split up and try and gather some information and try to find out this, that. I can't do that. I'm not there. I'm here. The next best thing I can do is put everybody's eyes on this. Somebody who watched SouFLoTV know him. Somebody who watched SouFLoTV knows that that silver Audi. Somebody who watches SouFLoTV knows him better than just seeing the car or seeing him fly by. Somebody I watch this right now when I say, yo, I'm a dog, not enough. Yo, brother, and I text him phone right now. You know, say them a chat boy used to pass SouFLoTV. Where you have the girl? That's what we're hoping to do. Lego the girl, Papa, because be a nice come down by you now. That's what we're trying to do. See? If we can't advocate for each other like that in times of trouble, and the first thing you go to is SouFlo missing, yeah, right. Then probably run some gal yard. I cheat on brains, man. You know them Jamaican man that already. Always have woman on the side, and then when them get in trouble and blah blah blah. Maybe some man come and catch him in him house. Can they tell me one story one time, you know, say back in them younger days, that he used to do, and you run out of man house already when man are coming through front door. So I probably got them around there. That's not the time for you to think all that. That's not the time for you to think all that. D-Mac, big up yourself. D-Mac says stop violence against women. The only thing that you should do right now is send up a word of prayer and spread the video as much as you can until somebody see it. He might have a good friend, a friend that is a good person rather, who say, you know what, I'm my brethren, but you know, another something here, and me never know him with a take with the girl. So me I gotta go one side and call the law and make them know which part she is, right? Because sometimes that's how it goes. So she not safe till she reach home. Exactly. Dupa's entertainment. Exactly. She not safe till me see a video. I'm trying to find the video, but apparently I don't know if she took that one down. But whoever it is, and somewhere in that video I heard someone saying, yo, he is probably using the phone to send a text. So I don't know if that's the text that you saw that says she's okay. He's probably using the phone to send a text to say, I'm okay, don't worry about me. It's a distraction. You know, sometimes we have to highlight the silly so we can make sense. A brother said yesterday, when you can go and post, and all now I don't see where you see kidnapping in this. and him type it in a patois. So I know as a Jamaican, I don't see where you see kidnapping in this. You can go and post. You post them is just for attention, and then now go bring her back. And I don't know where you see kidnapping in this. If you are in a house, I'm just telling you, if you are in a house and you forcibly remove somebody from the living room into a bathroom in that house, it's called kidnapping. That's how the laws work in the US. There was a brother who got charged with a home invasion charge. You know, and the out in the streets are doing thing, and he wasn't afraid to tell you. He shot at him, ride shots, him rob drug dealers. That's what he does, and he ended up with a kidnapping charge because they ran up in a house where drug dealer lived, but drug dealer wasn't there. Drug dealer family was there. They had everybody in one room. Hear this. All the other guys that he got arrested with, they got charged only for the home invasion and the use of a weapon in the carrying out of crime. He got hit with kidnapping and got an extra 25 years on theme charge. So I'm telling you that if you forcibly remove someone from where they stand beyond a couple of feet, is how the law says, that's kidnapping. You know if it bound hands and tie out mouth and cover eyes and gone with them. But what part of that did you not see kidnapping in though? She was way up our house. It was like more than 50 feet to the car, 60 feet to the car. She was forced all that way. You didn't see kidnapping there? Okay. He forced her into a car that she didn't want to go into. She was fighting not to go in. And close the door and drive off with her. You didn't see kidnapping there? Listen, when you waste your energy coming after the wrong people, you're just being a part of the problem and not the solution. Okay? Now worry about SouFlo. Now worry about calling me stupid or you're chopping and you're this and you're that and you just put it up for get views. I don't have to do these kind of videos to get views. I'm doing these kind of videos to help the girl. I don't want to be the one reading a headline that says she was found on the side of the road, like how them find the hairdresser girl. Bro Shaka says, I wonder if there's a hidden agenda getting rid of the women them. I just man them one about the place. You know, I said that before. Not no hidden agenda, really. I believe it's more like a lot of these men are living in suppressed state. You know, Jamaica is already. Batman can't come out. You have to go hide your thing. That kind of something. Move from around your son and all these things. Unless you're a bad man, Batman, then it's a different story. Because I'm afraid that you already just because you're a bad man and then you can do your batty thing. Just walk with me for a minute. I don't think a lot of these men who are doing these things like women at all. At all. I don't think they want a woman at all. I don't think they respect the role that a woman plays in creation at all. There's no way you can. You hear the three things I'm just said? I don't think them want a woman. I don't think them like women. And I don't think they respect the roles that a woman plays in creation. If you did, though, if you're conscious of those three, there's no way you can do what we're witnessing. No way. It's telling, man. It's right in front of our face. You know, see it? Enough of them man are angry. And I know people are like, yeah, enough of the girl them use the man them and take for them things. And man, hear me now, man. One like them can style man and run game round man. Okay, I've always said this and I'll say it again. That's true. But there's a saying that says, see a fool, use a fool. Right? When I say me, I go use a fool. I'm saying people do use fools when they see them. And you might be a very intelligent person. You're just fool in your weakness to this one person who is about to exploit you. It happens all the time, both ways. Yeah? Happens all the time, both ways. Somebody said, my mouth, boss. So close, you're looking at my mouth. What do you mean if my mouth, boss? All right, listen. It happens all the time, both ways. But, no mean say you're a killer. That's why I tell man all the time, say, Stop running to the girl. Then remember yesterday or the day before yesterday or yesterday when we had the conversation and the girl said, enough of the man them when them come, they already come with all what they own on a silver platter because that's what they're trying to use to impress them. And she said, okay, well, if you come with this and telling me about this much, let me see how much more in there when we can. Poverty is a hell of a thing, you know. You can't ask broke woman not to go get money if man and dash out money to impress her. Opportunities are limited. Things happen. But you can't be wanting to kill the girl. I always tell the man them, don't give more than you can afford to give. Give enough that where if things go sour, you can walk away and be like, charge it to the game, man. I'll get that money back. A girl can go on. And you go on about your business, right? Don't be over there emptying out your life savings bank account. You don't spend 15 years of working, 20 years of working, and you are 49, 50 years old, and this girl you are 21, and you feel like you must empty out your life savings because she want the newest iPhone and she want some red bottoms that she want, her hair done, but she want the expensive weave and she want this and she want that. And you over there financing until you find yourself at zero. And then she's telling you that, or she give you vibes like, you too old for me. Or, or she give you vibes like, but you can't keep up because 4 out of 5 times it's dead. And and the next one is like a struggle just to get it up. Like, I'm 21. I want some, you know, you can't keep up. You put yourself purposely in a trouble and now you want to kill people, girl, picnic. Eh? I tell them, go listen to the video and talk to my brother them. That these are all things that are covered in that video. It goes both ways. End of the day, she's in trouble. That's all we need to know. And we need to do our best to find her. I've been sending it to all branches of the JCF. I didn't even know they had so many different branches. I've been sending it to all of them. I'm doing my part. If the rest of us do the same and send it, eventually they'll be like, damn, okay, we have to pay attention to this. But they're going through their own issues, is what I'm saying. This strike, now, over the people their money. Give them their monies. That's disgraceful. Since 2008, though, the people them overtime pay lock up in your bank account. Give them their monies. Unless you want gunmen to patrol the country and police go inside. Jeez. Bro Shaka says, Chosen High P, are you angry with the world? You sound upset. Therapy could help. I want to go on around here. Bro Shaka, that's why I call SouFlo. Y'all call me? My phone not ringing. Well, the phone is on if you want to call. Because somebody will say you're angry in here. I'm tired of the foolishness with that personal chat. Ashley Daly says, SouFlo, F that fool. She was not willingly. See, and your good comment and block it too. Because you put the F-U word in it. F that fool. She was not willingly going with the man. If she had a choice or option, she will go in her house. So by law, this is kidnapping, so that these fools need to live in America or England and try. Yeah. I see in Christopher, not Christopher, Christine Shaniam, the girl that Beanie Man was with recently, and then they broke up, but they had a child together, Tomlinson. She just posted something about fighting to get the laws to be, how should I say it? To put laws in place that are firm when it comes to protecting the women and helping abused women. How long we've been talking about that? How long we've been talking about that? I gave examples. I said in the US, the laws changed. Back in the day when I first came to the US, I was a kid, but as I grew, I got to know the law in that aspect. And back then, man would beat up their women, and then police would come, whether the neighbors called the police because she ran out the house naked, because she not take no more of them big lick there. Police come, arrest them. That same woman would 2 days later Say, I don't want to press any charges. I love him. Was he beating on you, ma'am? No, he wasn't, officer. He wasn't. I just want him to come home. It was a simple misunderstanding that time. That we out there, so what happened to your eye? Because when we saw you yesterday, you were pretty beat up. That's me and the dog. We have a dog that we're gonna get rid of because we got him from the shelter, and he's kind of unruly. He was abused before, and we didn't know it. And the dog attacked me, and I was in there fighting off my own dog. Like them make up any excuse to get the man who did that murder them with lick to come back to the house. The law said they looked into it, and they said, okay, a lot of the times these women have the Stockholm syndrome, and not only that, they're in positions where they can't do any better, some of them, because if she don't take beating, she homeless, and homeless is rough where she live compared to, so she prefer to stay in there, do his will, be obedient, and see if that will work, and she will get less lick. It's like either that or the street. She's in a bad predicament. So a lot of these women that are being abused, they're in certain kind of a situation where they need more than just us arresting this person short term. So what the law changed to was, once there's a domestic disturbance and they're called in and they get there, if they find any sign of you put your hands on this woman, the state itself picks up the charge. Meaning, not even that woman can come back now and say, I don't want to press charges on him. Yeah, it was me and the dog fighting again. The same dog. Yeah, we didn't get rid of him yet, but I'm going to get rid of him this time. But I'm telling you, it's not him. I love him. He loves me. We did have an argument, but she can't say nothing. The state itself will run with that charge. And you know what they found after doing that, after adjusting the law like that? They found that these same women would actually still come back and try to get him out. But because the state picked it up and pushed it, once that man is sentenced and he's gone for a while, you see the same woman come out crying because she really didn't believe that he would get that much time. And the police, I said to her, I remember one police officer saying, look, he's going to be gone for a minimum of 7 years. So what you need to do now is, and we can help you to do this, you have 7 years to get yourself together, move away from this area, relocate, go to a new state, all this. They have things in place to help you, all that. That's why they did that. So these are the laws that we were trying to say that they could put these on the books in Jamaica and they would work. They would work. But that's Jamaica. Yeah, man, I get 7 years for murder. So I don't think you might get no 7 years to beat up no woman in Jamaica. You know? With a guilty plea, time cut in half, he'll be out soon, back to beating her again, and all that. So I don't know. I rescue females from situations. So Roach E says I rescue, or Rochelle. Roach L says I rescue females from situations, and them tell me that is their fault that the man do that to them. A few of them tell me is love the man, love them. Many such men target the females from them young, mentally. Absolutely. 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 Can you imagine that? Am my fault still when beat me like that? Am my fault still? You can put your hands on me and I say it's my fault. It's never your fault. I don't care what you listen to me. It's never your fault. I don't care what you did, unless you thump the man in the face. No, hands off. I'm not one of those people. I'm not taking no thump in the face from nobody. It might be an instant reaction. I'm not going to stay there and beat you till you're unconscious, but it might be an instant reaction. I didn't see your big thumb coming and you blew and lick me in one of my eye. I might do a backhand or something just out of reflex, but me not stay there and beat you up. So in other words, then, not go fling no lick pan no man. And you don't have man strength to fight back man. Because all rules go out the window once you hurt someone physically. Then they're forced to defend themselves, right? But on the other hand, you are, if it's outside of that, we don't care if she cheat. Cheating don't equal beatdown. Cheating equals, okay, this is what you're dealing with. Me can't deal with this. Peace. Cut. Cheating does not equal a beatdown. You don't have no right to beat down no woman. Good morning. You're live on the air with SouFlo.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Live on the air.
Okay, yeah. Well, with that situation, it's hard because there's a traumatized.
Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
The children.
Hello.
They threaten them with.
Oh, SouFlo, why you rude? I'm sorry, caller. I'm sorry. Could you fix your phone up and call back, please? I'm trying to tell you that we can't hear you. You sound like you're underwater. Turn down your device in the back, all that, and then call back. All right? I'll be here. I'll answer. Just call back. Fix your device and call back. My apologies, but I can't hear you. All right. So Anne-Marie B says, I'm an officer here in the States, and since OJ, we don't need the woman or man's permission for domestic. You are getting arrested and an automatic protection order. There you have it. I won't dispute it. If you're an officer and you say that's how it goes, I won't dispute it. But I do remember a time in law where the women would say, and he would make a phone call, you get locked up, you get that one phone call. That one phone call would be that trying to convince her to drop charges or to not say anything and whatever. And it usually worked. Babe, I love you. I'm sorry. Man, you made me do that, man. I'm trying not to go there. But you just kept pressing and pressing. I swear to God, I won't do it again. Whatever. And then she softens her heart and goes, listen, I'm not pressing no charges. It was like that at one time. But yes, now she says arrest and a protection order. So things are in place. We can use those. High Priestess, what the hell is wrong with you this morning? Chosen High Priestess. Our Chosen High Priestess are going with this morning. Rochelle says, I speak a lot about the gang cultures, but rape culture is also another side to it. They set age when females should start. Read between the lines, and they will target you if you don't want to. Yes, and that happens in a lot of communities in Jamaica as well. A lot. I'm learning now that a lot of people don't understand what's really going on, or they just, like the other caller said the other day, they're choosing to not understand what's really going on. Okay, Anne-Marie, thank you. I appreciate you. Got it. All right. Marlene Doing says she can't be listening and talking to you at the same time. She needs to turn off the live. Yeah, I hope she does. She probably doesn't understand. Crime can't go down until Chuck and Chang wake up out of their slumber. Doesn't look like it's going to get any better anytime soon. But the video I was wanting to show you, I cannot find it. I don't know if she erased it, took it down, and that is why it's missing from my saved list. But in that video, you can clearly see her phone here and her mom talking through the phone. And there's a message on the phone that says she's okay, right? I think the comment section, someone is saying, how do we know that that's her sending that message? The next person said, that boy they use our phone for sending a message, and they better try find her and don't take the video down. But that's to show you the limited choices that they have. Imagine being in a desperate situation like this. A man came to your yard, took away your daughter at gunpoint, forced her into her car, is gone with her, and now you are telling her siblings to take the video down because me I hear say I have links and them I talk about kill and burn down house and all this. The only way that happens is if law enforcement is ineffective. That's the only way that happens, because the people feel like they have no power at all. Why would you be telling your daughter to take the video down of her older sister being kidnapped from your house? take it down because links and connections and him have whole heap of links and them a talk about kill and burn down house. At one point I was angry at the mom when I saw it. I was like, look at this woman. She don't have no sense or what? Why are you telling your daughter to take the video down? And the young girl, the younger sister in the video, she's like, no, mommy, me nah take it down. She said, take down the video. She said, me nah take it down. Like that. Me nah take it down. I'm not taking it down. Why would you be telling her to take it down? Are you that afraid? Yes, she is that afraid. You see? When we're outside of the situation looking in, the whole away have what should be done or could have done worked out perfectly in our mind. When you're in that situation is a whole different story. Because when she was getting taken away yesterday and her sister was running through the house with the phone, trying to go from window to window to catch exactly what's happening to her sister, I saw the comment section was filled with a foolishness this. Why should I put on the phone and call the police? I have to remind a lot of these people that this is Jamaica. Put on the phone and call police. Police don't come that quick. Especially if you live out in some rural area. Police ain't coming that quick. Right now, where I sit, I live in the state of Florida. If I hit 911 on my phone right now, I guarantee you in about 10 minutes, they'll be right here at my door. Right? And if them can't open the door and it's that kind of a call, that door they fly off. Boom! Right now. 10 minutes or less. And most people in this part of town where I live, 15 minutes max, they'll be at your house. And that goes for the ambulance, for emergency medical services, that goes for the police department, and it also goes for child protective services. Right here, when they get a phone call and there's a child involved, and the police alone come, CPS is right behind the police, right? And we can implement these things in Jamaica to make the place a better place for its citizens. But I'm just telling y'all that having these privileges when you're asking somebody to move and go back and retire there and all these are the options that people have to weigh. I get up in an age now, I have some medical history and all these things that I deal with. I wonder if I build my house way up in a Clarendon there, right? That's up on the spot where I always did want from I was a boy. I can afford to do it now. My dream house, I go put on and live out the rest of my days. Wake up every morning and see the mountains and the fog rising from the mountains and the sun coming up and walk my yard and pick some orange and squeeze fresh orange juice in my mouth and all that. But wait, hold on there. If my blood sugar get too low and I collapse up here, anybody gonna find me? If I fall out up here from whatever and hit my head, anybody how long is it going to take for police to get here, for ambulance to get here, crime or go on, anything like that? And they weigh those options up and they're like, by the time them come, me dead. It's actually what Etana had said when the election was running. Remember when Donald Trump and she did say a Trump she support and people beat out our daylights. And then she said, come on now, let's be honest. Who wants to retire into those conditions if they have other choices? Because when you get older, you become more vulnerable, right? And certain things you used to do for yourself, you can't do it no more. So with the girl running through the house, I said, take the video. Take the video. That's like the most valuable piece of evidence. It cannot be disputed that yes, Johnny, or what his name now, yes, Russian, or Russian, or otherwise called Sosa, see there? You this on the video, see that? Are you don't? All right. You can't dispute that this is you. Everybody can clearly see this is you. We clearly see that this is a case of kidnapping. The charges against you are to include kidnapping. There you go. You are using a firearm in the process of the kidnapping as well. You forced her into the vehicle. That's your car right there. That's the same Audi. You see what I'm saying? This is strong evidence. Now, once she's done that, because the little sister couldn't stop him, And then there are other people. And then once she's done that, she can hang up the phone. Or if she have one of them, she's phone savvy, like I'm not. She can double line and go over there and call police while she's doing that. You panic in those moments. And obviously that's a young teen that's trying to film wagwan with our sister and she's panicking. You don't have it all worked out. You know, in the infantry, we say everybody has a plan until the shit hits the fan. You know, that's why you got to have a plan and a backup plan and a backup plan to back up your backup plan. That's what we say. All right. So when we go into combat, we are ready times ready. And if that plan fails, we got a backup plan. If a backup plan fails, we got a backup plan for our backup plan, because everybody has a plan till the shit hits the fan. Right? I apply that to real life. She have a plan until man end up downstairs and I draw with your sister. Plan go out the window. You're panicking. Mr. People, I said she should have ran. Why didn't she run? Okay, here's something for you all to know. So I did certain kinds of training. And one of the things that they told us, hostage training, one of the things that they taught us was you never go into a vehicle. The minute you go into a vehicle with someone that is trying to take you away from where you want to be, you just cut your survival rate by 50% just by going into the vehicle. You fight it out right where you're at. You run, you make noise, all that other stuff, right? You don't. Y'all give me a minute there. Let me go check my stove. I smell smoke. And that's me being paro again. But it's better safe than sorry. You see all that? I got issues, man. Like, I don't know. I wake up in the middle of the night and I check all my windows and doors on my house and all that other kind of stuff. I slept with a gun for a very long time, like on my belly. And I tell you the number that it does on our mind when we go through certain things and then come back home to regular life. But anyhow, you never go into a vehicle. You fight right there. You have just cut your chances of survival by 50% by heading into that vehicle, right? That was always understood. But remember this. Everybody has a plan until the shit hits the fan. You can say that, you better have the heart to do it. Because when you're looking down the barrel of that gun and it's right there, you're going to be thinking in your mind, go in the car. This is where you start to decide, I'm gonna either take some gunshots right now, but I'm not getting in that car, or you're going to freeze up and be like, I don't want to get shot, because what if the first shot is to the side of my face? I'm dead right here. Maybe I can go in the car and find a way to leave later on. You start to rationalize at 100 miles per hour. If it try to make sense, right? Where can your escape route be? So everybody jumped on there and was like, that girl a fool or what? She should have run, or she should have, y'all seen the video, run go weird. That boy that would have made 2 hot step, kick off him slippers and shoot down the girl. Right there. So again, if you're not in the situation, you really don't have nothing to say and you don't have her heart and her mind. Some people will make up their mind to take gunshot. You have to go kill me, right? That's all. So my sister up there saw a video. That's me. You see my sister right up there videoing? Just know say you're there on video here and I share a video you. And call the police as well. So police is on their way. Now do what you want to, because I'm not going in the car with you. And if them shoot me down, that's how them shoot me down, that's how, but I'm not going in the car. But I don't expect everybody else to have that mind frame. Yeah? I don't expect everybody else to have that. I'm not going. People get scared. Please block chosen high P. Them comments not necessary. Man, some of y'all be doing the most early in the morning, man. Fear not. Fear is torment. Let me run back and see what chosen high P. SouFlo, you are too fearful. Man. Okay. Somebody said that to me yesterday too. They said, SouFlo, you are like Girl Scout compared to them a gunman. Yeah. I said, make sure you know me first, though. Make sure you know me first. Pauline Davis. What problem you have with me? SouFlo wife is coming back home to her family. So go look for your own man. Oh boy. Y'all keep it calm. I don't fear no man. I fear reverence the most high heavenly Father God. Well, me not say chosen high priestess or something. Are you over here cussing out people in my community, even the police that might come for me and can't stop me? Blessed and highly favored people, protection, provision, and prosperity. I got time you out for a little while. Put user in timer. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. This is Shelly. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to comment to something that you said about people being afraid in certain situation and you don't know what you would do in that situation.
Right.
Everybody is gonna say what they're gonna do until it happens. Because remember, if you're sitting down in your house and you're safe and you're behind your computer, of course you're gonna put out the scenario in your head
Right.
and say what you gonna do, what you gonna do. Now this reminds me of what happened, unfortunately, to the young man Junior that got hacked with the machete. Was it in 2018 or 2019 in the Bronx?
Mm-hmm. Oh
And
yes,
he ran into the
the little
store.
boy that ran into the store.
Right.
He wanted to be a
And
firefighter.
yeah, I think he wanted to be a policeman, a police officer actually.
Mm.
And he ran into the store and he was trying to hide. And everybody was getting the bodega owners like, why you didn't jump in? Why you didn't stop them? Like,
The bodega owner panicked too.
exactly. You
Right.
see 5 people coming in there with machetes. You gonna run up in their face talking about no,
Right.
stop. I've seen videos here on YouTube where a young man went in to rob the store and he had the gun pointed to the guy behind the cash register.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a gentleman standing beside him and was talking to him. You couldn't hear the audio, but he was trying to reason with him, like, yo, the way his mannerism, you could tell that he was trying to talk some sense into the young man. A young man turned the gun and shot him right in the head, just like that.
See?
So people gonna say what they gonna do.
When
You ain't gonna do ish.
right. Exactly.
Listen,
Everybody brave on social media, and not only that, you were right. They're looking at it from the perspective of they're in their house, they're chilling. You have time to rationalize this and think it through until it pounces up on you. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't know what to do. Everybody has a plan until the shit hits the fan.
or what my the name again? Mike Tyson said everybody got a plan
Till
until
they
they get
get hit.
punched. Until they get hit.
Yep.
Right?
I'm gonna
This
go
is
in
what
there.
you gonna do
Uh-huh.
until he punch you out in that damn right jaw and then
Yep.
you stuck.
Yep.
But another thing, this is personal and how I know that you don't know what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I was 17 years old. I used to go to night school because I had to bring my grades up.
Right.
Anyway, I made it. I guess I was talking or something. I missed the B17 bus to get to the B8.
You in Brooklyn, huh?
Yes, I am.
All right.
So I'm like, damn. And I look and I'm seeing what time the next bus comes. So I'm not waiting. So I begin to walk. Right?
Mm.
And I have walked that path before. Right? So I'm walking. And I reach Remsen and there's like a overpass right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm walking to go under it so I could get to the B8 bus. This car pulls up with a man in the car, and I turned to my left, like, because I didn't even know, I didn't hear the car come, I didn't nothing. I just see the car come up beside me, and the guy was playing with his private. And I remember I froze. I didn't run. I didn't do. You understand what I'm saying?
You
Because
just
I'm
froze.
like, I'm the only one there. Nobody's there. And if that man had pulled out a gun and said, "Go get in the car," I probably would have got in the car, or I probably would have ran. I don't know. But he's following me, jerking off, and I'm like, damn, I'm about to go underneath this bridge. And this man, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna rape me and kill me.
Wow.
And I'm just like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just walking, and he's like, yo, yo, yo. And I'm looking at this man, and I'm like, oh my God. And he drove off. I never forget. It's a scary situation.
And you froze.
I froze, bro.
And I bet you had told yourself that if anything like that ever happened, you will take for
I'm
yourself.
Run, I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna kick, I'm gonna do this.
Yep. I'm telling people reality.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm telling
but
them
anyway,
reality.
SouFlo, you have a great day, okay?
Pick up yourself, fam.
You too, bye-bye.
All right. I'm telling you, you freeze. You freeze. So to the people who are talking about I'm too fearful and all this, like I said before, nobody could take away my experiences from me. They are my experiences. I went through them and it made me who I am now. I don't know whether that's a good person, bad person, or whatever, but I'm paranoid. I'm very much on edge. I'm the kind of person that sees stuff before it even happens because I'm always analyzing, psychoanalyzing, and you know what I'm saying? I'm prepared and my head is on a swivel all the time, and that's just the way that I am after experiencing what I've experienced. Fear is normal. It's natural. Humans feel fear, period. You know, Mike Tyson said, now that we're talking about Mike Tyson said about everybody got a plan till they get hit. That's true. Everybody also got a plan, right? Until it's right in front of them and it's not anybody else's outside of your situation. It's your situation now. You're like, oh shit, like what am I gonna do? But you planned this out in your head before for other people. Same scenario. You should have done this. You should have done that. Fear is natural. But what the army taught me is how to act regardless of fear. So I can fight with fear. I know how to take fear and tuck it and use it as needed. My fear is going to be used for adrenaline, right? But I'm still going to be logical in my thinking. And that's the difference of someone that was trained versus someone who isn't trained. See? You're going to feel fear and you're going to act on the fear, as in what the fear tells you to do. I'm going to feel fear and I'm going to know that this is a natural feeling when going into a situation like this. But I'm still going to hit whatever it is that I'm supposed to hit. See? So when they tell me about the bad man and the gunman, you are like a Girl Scout, you can't do nothing and all this. I'm not trying to be no one-man army. I told you all that before, right? I'm not saying I'm a one-man army or anything like that. But I know what I'm capable of. Live on the air with SouFlo. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Thank you.
I have been listening to you, and believe me, you're one of the few that I occasionally listen to. That makes a lot of sense, and right. I like it that you're blended. You want to deal with the issues of our country.
Right.
I was listening to you this morning, though, early, and you were talking about the man-woman thing. I need to get the names first of their books because I've never read the book. It says Black Woman's Guide to Understanding a Black Man.
Yes.
And who's the author? You know who's the author?
Yes. I actually have that book right here because I was revising right there. And the author is Shahrazad Ali or Sister Ali.
Oh, okay. Yes, I know who that is. All right. And the other one is the Marcus Garvey. What's the name of that one?
Marcus Garvey, Message to My People. So most people are saying that they can't find this book in any bookstore because it's not in any traditional bookstore. There's actually the bookstore where I got it from. There's the address right there. I actually got this from a bookstore in New York.
New York.
Yeah, and the bookstore is called Black Mind Book Boutique.
Black Mind. I can have my niece or somebody check out it, and I call them and they order it.
Okay.
Thank you. But I have an issue with some of the things you're talking about with the sisters. Listen, not all sisters allow men to do certain things. I've been married to one man for 21 years. And let me tell you something.
About 9 months ago, I found out that he was having an affair with a Black American woman because he works out of town.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm still trying to give my marriage as the Bible says, and I know people are going to say, "Oh, so whatever." My husband is a good provider, good husband, good friend. When he's caught with this woman, and this woman had the nerve to text me and tell me she don't want him because she knows he's not leaving me and he doesn't want to leave me, but all she wants is his money that he's willing to share for she and her man. And don't you know, my dumb ass husband is this messing with this woman, and I'm ready to pack it up.
Your husband, whatever she is doing is so good that he is willing to support her man and her.
Right. But listen.
Oh, Jesus,
it is
case
crazy.
and the pillow.
It is crazy, and I look at it and I'm saying, does this man really deserve? Then he had the audacity to tell me, I won't forgive him.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to laugh,
Don't laugh.
I'm sorry, but to laugh, but I'm stuck at the part where you said that. So he's willing to. What is she doing to him?
Well, maybe she's licking his bed behind, or she's licking his ass out. Because I'm not gonna do that. And you have a professional woman, and then you're going to run the risk of losing your marriage for that? Nah. So it tells me how the brothers' head are not right. And I know you as a brother, you're trying to figure it out or play the level playing field by saying, oh, the women this, women that. So we try to fight for our relationship. I mean, there's no children from it, so that's a good part for me.
No, I think you're misunderstanding me, and no, I can't let you go any further. So
okay, all right.
I never generalize. Okay, that's why it takes so long.
No, I don't say you generalize. I'm just saying you were trying to say like some of us put up with it.
Yes, and some of you do. And
yes,
some of you
true,
do.
True, but it's not. It's for instance, if you have a life with somebody for over 2 decades, it's not easy to just get up and walk away.
Oh, the hell it ain't. Not if they want to support. Not if they want to support the side piece and their piece.
Well, guess what? They're supporting home too. So guess what? If the smart ones of us would play their ass now, since they're trying to be an idiot or an hero or whatever, I don't know. But you know what? I think a lot of men don't have the simplest clue how to handle situations like that because they want to play wrong and strong. They want to hide, and when they get busted, they're all confused.
I think right now you need to deal with your man and not a lot of men. A lot of men shouldn't be in your conversation right now.
No.
What part of you make you think you need that? What part of you makes you think you need that? And this is something you need to fight through. I have to ask that because different people choose their battles. So I don't know what makes you feel like this is something where you're going to go through.
No, I'm not saying I'm going through it. I'm just saying I at first give the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, and I question. I don't question what I didn't do because I know I'm a real woman, I'm a real wife, and I've always been a good wife. But my thing is, you don't get up overnight and do it. You have to plan your exit because no matter what, you always will have to plan your exit because you can't just get up and jump. In Florida, I don't know if you know, there are certain things when you're going to go through a divorce, you have to have your facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I went through a divorce there, so I know.
All right. Well, I'm in the legal system, so I know my way. So guess what? It ain't nothing wrong with planning your exit,
Ain't nothing wrong with planning your exit, but and that's what I'm talking about. Some of you women, you plan your exit, and then your exit planning turns into rekindling, and then him doing it again, and planning, and rekindling, and doing it again, and then that becomes the process. And years down the road is the same thing. You repeat. I've been tired.
I'm repeating the cycle. Yeah, but it's not easy. So I lift my hat to some of us who decide, all right, let's plan our exits and play them right at their damn game.
Hey,
I don't have to go have another man to play the game.
you strategically playing the game. Well, just make sure that whatever happens, that you come out on top. No pun intended.
What you said?
I said, whatever happens, just make sure that you come out on top. No pun
Always.
intended.
Absolutely, my love. I didn't go to school for nothing.
All right.
All right. Good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Have a good day. I wish you had to well on let me see a comment. I call him my private 31 virtuous woman, Jesus Christ, and all these other things. Okay. Chosen high priestess. Jeez. I'm trying not to block you, but go on, do your thing. Just don't keep it a certain way. Anyhow, what I don't know how we reach over this, but I wonder what side piece is doing that he's willing to support side piece and Arman. Mama, listen. Somebody said she sound old. The lady probably just have a quiver in the voice box, man, and chill. But so what if she's older? I just saw a thing up. But boy, she said brata is my so I probably asked her for that and she has said no, you have to be your husband's one-stop shop and your wife one-stop shop. That's how marriage goes. Some people don't understand it. So now we're gonna have a whole different topic, but you see, because we passed the hour, me gonna talk about something. You have to be your partner's one-stop shop in marriage. All right. That's why some people prefer to be single. Because when you're single, you can say, well, I have Keisha, Tracy, and Yvonne. Yvonne, she do this XYZ, but she not in a rate, but me love rate. So Keisha now, she do the things them, the rate them. And then Tracy now, she does the all around that. She just bust up everything and do anything and bust it wide open. And you're single, so you can live that life there. See? But when you commit yourself to a marriage, and this is supposed to be monogamous and committed to each other, there are certain needs and fetishes and fantasies that people want to explore or that people were used to doing before you, and them just can't see themselves without, the urge comes back every now and then. They want like a brat around the soil while you're down the soil, do something that's on this and that, that's how we have to spell it out. We are big people around here and them kind of thing there. And you can't just in there and decide, say, no, I don't do all those things. I'm not into that. And no, and ew, and no, bye, and no, I'm not. All right, well, you're going to have a problem. So to that level, a lot of people don't understand marriage. And don't take my word for it. A whole heap of marriage break up because bedroom antics wasn't right. Because there was no excitement and satisfaction and none of that. You're not meeting your partner there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you're not in a certain things, you're not in a certain things, but you need to find out some things before you get married. But then again, people grow and change and all that over the years. People take on new things they want to explore and all these things. So you can check all the boxes before you get married. You look up at it? No? Okay. Me don't need that. So okay, panda one day. All right. You damn front? Yeah. Okay, me too. So we're good panda one day. All right. You can check all the boxes you want to check. Later on down the road, they might decide by yourself, right? Someone want to try that still. You can't go back for the contract and say, you see it, it's all right here, so you don't do that. And I said, I don't do that too. And I said, I don't do that too. So we were on common ground. I want now you're gonna mash up a good marriage because that can me still not do it. No, that's not marriage. Marriage is damn. Let's try to avoid that shit. I guess, man, here we go. And then marriage gets rough. But it's a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong journey. Yeah. And for those of you who want to thump up the Bible now, show me in that Bible where it says if your partner wants to explore certain things and you don't want to explore it with them if you end the marriage. Show me. Pull up the verse. I could go this morning. Pull up the verse. Because it's not in there. Man and woman join together and become one. That means that when you inna me inna, and when me inna you inna, and I with this for life. If you don't take marriage that serious, don't do it. Because you will end up with a partner who's willing to finance their side piece and their main. Them side piece main. See? That's what fear. The girl brave enough to call her and say, what? I don't want him. I know he's not gonna leave you anyways, but I don't want him. I want his money. And he willing to take care of me and my man. So don't be texting my phone no more, be it. Understand what it is. This is what it is. Oi, headache, backache. Me knee give out. It rough out there. Rising Phoenix says the marriage bed is undefiled. That means that anything can go on in there between husband and wife, right? And it's between husband and wife. None of our business what go on in there. It is between husband and wife. And it is consensual and it's good because good in the sight of the Lord because it is between husband and wife. That's it. That's all that is. So if you're not gonna lick up your Bible this morning now, you have to go find the verse them now. That tells me contrary. That's why I say a lot of people don't know what marriage is, and they jump into marriage thinking it's gonna be the same thing that y'all be seeing on these phones on Instagram. Ooh, couples goals. Damn, I want my wedding to be like that. She look happy, all that other stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah, I want a wedding like that. If you don't propose to me like that, I don't want them. And yep, and you attract that same thing to you. And you get somebody where give you all that, then propose to you just like that. The wedding is pretty, you have your dream dress and everything. You lock into the union through matrimony now. And then them say bust it wide up and you have to spread out the partner. And you're like, hell no. What are you doing? I'm not into all that. Marriage mashup. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
How you doing?
The SouFLo crew. Bless up everybody.
Bless up family.
I understand. She want to make it work, but what's she making it work? He might take. He's a good provider.
Yeah.
But yet the providings that she's accustomed to, it's a siphon off to over that stuff.
Man,
but
I'm trying not to laugh because we don't want the woman feel like that. She called her, she's getting made fun of, but you know, I hope she understands that because she's been watching me for a while. She knows that's how we do the thing. So, it's love. It's all love.
It's not in malice. It's not in
right.
No
you know that when you're talking to your family member, your sister, your brother, that's how we do it over here. We still gonna run some jokes about it, but we're gonna make sense of it. See?
To make sense, because sometimes the pill, it may be bitter, but when they have a little sweetness to it, you can accept that lesson.
So right now, her support is getting cut in half.
And fortunately, because I'm trying not to yell. I mean, but I have these conversations with elders, older, younger, and in specific, my mother had always told me she was married. They were married before I even existed. She had 4 kids, and I'm the youngest of the 4. And my mother and father, they got into arguments or whatever be the case. And it got to a point where my father would accuse her of there with man. And, and I said, my purpose of life here is not to buck up on a relationship or to fix it. If una can't live good with each other after all these decades, sell the house. One go north, one go south.
Right.
And stop making each other miserable.
Right.
And through the years, I've asked my mother, why did you stay? Because me as a woman, I just wanted to hear from her, what is it? And she used to say, Me never want no stepfather for honor. And I said, well, do you realize you are successful in that? I am an adult now, and I'm your last child. Whatever makes you happy, whatever sacrifices that you have done in all 4 of your children's lifestyle, you have succeeded.
That's
none
dope.
of we go to jail.
That's
none
dope,
of we
though.
are out there stronghold.
That's dope though. That she sacrificed. That wow. So mommy sacrificed her happiness basically to make sure that you guys didn't come up in a household with some man that is not your dad, and you know all the stuff that comes along with all that too, don't?
Exactly.
Yeah.
As a woman and as a mother. So I understood what she was saying. Because I never wanted to deal with no man to take liberty with my son. Oh no. But that is coming from her and raising up in that situation where I just said, you know what she has said makes sense.
Right.
And then
but you're just trying to show her that you guys are grown now and it's still going on, so she can leave now.
Because that's what she was that was her mentals. So I said I understood where she was coming from, but maybe it was for me to show her. I said, it's time for you to live, mommy. Time for you to live.
Yeah.
So if the person who you're with, I said, I thank you. I appreciate what you've done for me. I can't speak for the other 3, but what you've done for me, I appreciate that, because I used to brag or have conversations with other people from the Caribbean. They would say, I said, I know it's a rarity. I said, but me know who my father is.
Right.
I grew up with him. I said, I know there's people who don't have that, male or female.
Right.
I said, so these are the conversations that I passed down to my son. I said, it's one thing, so yeah, you can go out there and do these things, but remember, said, some people, I said, I had a consciousness from early. I was raising a man, and how he sees women is through how I express through him, and what I exposed him to. He grew up with my mother and father.
He grew up with your mother and father.
No one say, that's his grandfather, that's his grandmother, and I'm his mother, and his father wasn't a part of his life, but a man that he can take lessons from. Because then it's to say, it wasn't his mistake. I brought him into this world for my antics and my lack of knowledge.
Right.
So that's just to say how he goes about dating or treating women. I had a major factor in that.
Right.
And what I exposed him to.
Absolutely.
So the lady, I applaud her, but when she sits down and she really look at the situation, because there's multiple levels that's being disrespected, and in no way she deserves that, because she's done the work to sustain a marriage for the time that she sustained it.
Right.
But the rules, the other person are not playing by those same rules.
Yeah, and it's a two-way street in a marriage. You can't be the only one that wants it to work and the only one that cares so much about losing the next person, and the only one that only one stuff. You start feeling burdened. You start feeling like you need to get out of this thing. You start feeling like you're trapped, right?
Exactly. So it does with the male side, because her comfort together for so long.
Right.
And it becomes, okay, this is what I'm used to.
Right. And she's probably also thinking, well, at my age now, I don't really want to go out there and go start over and be messing with anybody. And next thing I know, I'm into something worse than what I had before. And, to take on something like that now, I probably just want to deal with this that I already know.
Yes, stick to the poison that you know.
You're right.
But that same is still poison.
Right. I know.
It's still poison.
So she's sticking around or she cut?
I,
they still together?
My parents?
Mm-hmm.
No, my parents are both gone.
Oh, all right.
But this is in my lifetime where as I've gotten older.
Right, right.
And then relationships of other people where I was like,
did they stay together?
Yeah, they were together. My father passed first and then my mother passed after.
Sometimes that's how it be. Sometimes you need that. Well, listen, your mom was a trooper. Let me tell you something. Daddy wasn't kicking her, beating her up on any of that, right?
No, because that's also a portion of it. Even though I was young,
mm-hmm.
if my father got upset,
mm-hmm.
but it was his doing because he had that ego. He
right.
had that male ego strong. And the thing he would do was he would get upset at my mother. And I said, look, I understand you're upset, but there's no way I'm gonna allow you to put your hand on she.
See.
I don't care what you do or what you say.
But I never used to beat her.
No, it wasn't that, but it got into a point where it was like, y'all need to go left or right.
Okay.
And y'all need to simmer down, but never abusive because my mother wouldn't stand for that.
Your mom was a trooper. She had her ducks in a row. Listen, in a marriage, for me, this is my thoughts. What you need is somebody who says you are my person. That's it. No, forget all the other stuff. This is my person. That means that anything that come with you, I'm riding this out with you for life. If you have that mind frame, then you're ready for marriage. If you don't have that mind frame going into a marriage, I would suggest leave a marriage alone, because the list of things that can cause a marriage to not work out and you end up pay thousands of dollars in divorce is too long. It's too long. So your mommy, rest in peace to her, big up to her. Your mommy decided that was her person. That was it. And she was going to fight it out with him for life.
They did.
Yeah.
And I would say, we all...
And you had the benefit of having mommy and daddy. You didn't have to guess who your daddy was. And was it a tumultuous household for you? Like a way that it affected you so negatively as an adult?
No, because fortunately, as I got older,
mm-hmm.
because a lot of things was poured into me,
right,
way before I could understand what was going on. That was the kind of thing where I said, even still, because I knew from researching and reading,
mm-hmm.
my oldest two brothers, they weren't married when she had those kids.
Mm.
So that natural. So if you're preaching to me,
mm-hmm.
saying, "Oh, you're gonna be, you're having kids out of wedlock," I said that's the pot calling the kettle black, because you had two
before you got married,
and they didn't get married until the third child. Mm. So I'm not throwing it in your face, but if you're gonna talk truth.
Yeah, but.
And even sometimes, because I'm
gonna jump on your mama's side on that one. You know why? Her mind was made up, and all her kids came from the same man, don't it?
Exactly.
Okay, so
and that's where
and she didn't want to see her daughter having like a child here. This relationship didn't work out. A next one there with a next man. This relationship. Now you have multiple children by multiple different men. In your mom's mind, that's not the picture she wanted for you. And she felt, and that's not the picture she wanted for herself either. She could have done it.
She had 3 sons and 1 girl. And she even said to me, she said, you say your father afraid of you. I said, why would he be afraid of me? He goes, because you would stand up to him.
Yeah.
I said, it's not that I want him to be afraid of me, but I want him to understand that you guys are a team. Anything that he wanted to do, he was able to do because of the type of woman that he got with and you stayed with. So why has she become your albatross that you feel that she's doing something against you? She's always worked with you.
Right.
But the ones that you love, the ones that's closest to you, always feel your wrath. But
Right.
it does when you say, as an adult woman, my father didn't know how to express love verbally. He came from that generation, and
Right.
I understood that.
Right.
But seeing the dynamics, I said I would want somebody who is aligned with this, says, you know what, stuff that I care about. Yes, it's a we thing.
Yes. Yes. Your mom understood the assignment, and
she understood the assignment,
she did.
and I understood
She
the
did.
assignment. And
Well, I don't know if they really make women like those no more, too much.
no,
But my grandmother
they're
is
out
just
there,
that too.
but it's because these relationships, and like I'm single, it's by choice. Because there's certain things when you get to a certain level of understanding, I don't have time for play. I said I'm on a mission.
See.
And it's fine if a guy wants to come and talk, and I'm very open to that. But the foolishness and the games, men are in it. Men don't have no time for it. Men don't have no type of focus for it. And it's like, oh yeah, you must be whatever. You can say what you want to say, but I don't have any drama in my life.
Right.
If you're going to be real and truthful, yo, it starts from the game. You can tell me what you want to tell me, but what you show me and what I see, if it don't align up with what you're saying, me cut.
Out of there. On to the next one.
It's not even in that direction.
On to the next one.
Those are the flags. Those are the flags. Like you said, those red flags. And when the people telling you say you're Pablo, I said, because I grew up with 3 guys. They done schooled me on how guys do things. And yo, when you see something, when they my steps up.
This is my try low and that's my get to and yeah. Big up yourself.
So big up SouFLo. And
all right, manners and respect here.
Mommy just need to just sit down and really think about if that's what you want, if that's what makes her happy, okay.
Who are we to say?
That's it.
Yeah, true that. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. She brought that home. Yeah. Listen, the thing about marriage is this, man. You're gonna have to decide. Honestly, I'm trying to save people when I say this, because people go into marriage thinking, oh, and it's just a simple divorce, and yeah, until you have to go through one and you're in thousands of dollars over your head, and you're like, damn, I don't even have this kind of money right now. You know what could I do with that 10 grand USL? But you have to pay up all this money to finalize this marriage and go through this and that and whatever the courts are going to send you through, especially if children are involved. So it's best to not even get into that situation. I see people cursing marriage, saying marriage is this is some derogatory things fine here about marriage. But I mean, people have their different perceptions, right, of what it is. Some people are jaded. They've been through it before and it didn't work. Others are happily in it for how many years now and continue to keep going. Those people will tell you that it ain't easy. It's not easy. It's much easier to be single. Much easier to be single, right? Now, if a woman want to have kids with multiple men and all that, then that's fair business. She want to live fair life like that. She wants to be seen. That's her business, right? I have multiple kids with multiple different women, so me can't throw no stone after nobody. You see? But the marriage thing, your mindset has to be, this is my person. This is my person. I admire, actually, when I go visit like certain family members who I know they're old, way older than me. I'm onto them and they've been together with their partners for my whole life. And when I go visit, I'm hear him run a back. I say what I say, and she up front and she's like, you know, I'm still already. I saw him still. And you remember through their journey coming up, back when he used to say what he's saying now, and she would fly off the handle. And then they would have these big arguments. See, over time, she decided, you know what? I'm just not gonna let that bother me anymore. I just know, say I saw him still. So yes, him there around us up on the back. You can't go see your uncle him around us up. And she just keep it at that. and she not about to fight it up no more and make it escalate no more or whatever, you know. But she don't go looking like I'm gonna leave you because you always say something to hurt my spirit and I don't like it. I go find one man that can say everything nice what me like all the time. Well, good luck. One, good luck. If I that you're left for, good luck. You shouldn't have got married in the first place, right? Marriage is something else, man. Marriage is something else, and if you're not for it, don't go to it. That may I tell you. If you the type where your skin is thin and everything them say a bag I go pack and you're ready to leave, you're gonna end the marriage. Leave marriage alone. Leave marriage alone because it's going to end in divorce. And I'm telling you, divorce is not nice. I don't know why people think, oh, well, I'll just get divorced then. I'll just go. It is so damaging. It is so damaging. I watch what it did to my kids and their kids. I watch what it did to me. I watch what it did to her. Come on, man. You don't want to go through that. I watch what it did to my damn bank account. that part. That part. I watch what it did to my damn bank account. I'm trying to save you. All right. You don't want to go through all that. So it's much easier if you're going to court as long as you need. As long as your soul feels you need to court. Go on court. But when you step over that threshold and say, boom, we're doing this now and it's for life, you better make sure you have somebody with you who see things the same way as you see things. It's for life and we locked in. Don't be having one of them people who have one long list of, well, you may have to, and if you don't do, and then this will piss me off in this way, and then I'm out of here and I don't take the foolishness because this, that, and that. Ask enough of them people who've been together and celebrating 60 odd years together, like my grandparents, 50 odd, 40 odd years together, even 20 odd years together. Ask them, has he made any mistakes over the years? Ask her. Ask she. Ask both of them. Has your partner made any mistakes over the years? I mean, if you can be open and honest and tell me the truth, you would be very surprised. And you would be like, oh, hell no. Me, I would have been out. I would have been gone. I'm not putting up with that foolishness. Well, catch them down the road 10, 15, 20 more years later when they're celebrating and they're saying 60 years together and you over there are talking about couples goals. I want that for myself. Well, you got to listen to the journey. You got to listen to how many times forgiveness was used. You got to listen to how many times real forgiveness was used on all this. You made up your mind that this is a life walk. You're going to walk that road there with that person there. You can't be jumping ship just because. But that's how it is nowadays. People jump ship just because. And yeah, I'm out of here. Now I'm going to go now. Feel good around you no more. Bye. You should just leave marriage alone then. Because that ain't what marriage is. Just left it alone. Right? Save you a whole lot of heartache. Right there. If mama want, if she wants to stay with her man because and him have side chick who is brave enough to call her, I said, it's not gonna be calling you no more. I'm just letting you know that I know he's not gonna leave you, and I don't care because I don't want him anyways. I have a man. He know I got a man. I'm into his money because your man is supporting me and my man. So that's what it is. Deal with that. And she decides that she's still gonna stay. The only question I would ask is this a man that beats you? No, he's never put his hand on me in that way. All right, sister, do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. Some woman out there married to in a polygamous relationship with man who have 7 wives. So you do what you have to do. All right, just tell yourself in your mind that that's his other wife, but she kind of wild, so she got a man of her own. But you only want one man and this a man, yeah. And go and share your man and be happy with it. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Some people come into your life to stay. Some people come into your life to leave. I'm gonna close this video this morning by saying this. I'm gonna say this. Some people come into your life to stay. Some come into your life to, there's a season. Them have them season, them come, them leave. Some stay a little bit and then leave anyways. Teach you a lesson or two and go about them business. The one that sticks around. So I was saying to myself, I actually thought this yesterday. I said, somehow the husband going to have right now, his ex-wife or his side piece is going to be the one that stayed all the way to the end. Yeah, and because that's how it's gonna be. Some of you, it's gonna be the side piece that's gonna stay all the way to the end, or the ex-wife. I go stay. She never left, or she go come back. And when him get older and him get sick, as she see him wanna go be there, not you, not you. So at the end of the day, what matters is who stays. What matters is who stays. All right, and you focus on who stay, who the who the on the same page with you. Don't worry about who leave. It might make your voice crack like this little bit. I cry, your heart hurts you, but then you will get over it. All right. So it's who stays that matters. Remember me tell you that. All right. Ladies, don't stay in a no rotten relationship and take no beat up and talk about you're trying to make marriage work. No, that's not what I mean. I don't want nobody walking away from my video thinking I was over here telling women to take abuse and beating. That's not what I mean. We live in a world now where people leave for the most frivolous things. That's what I'm addressing. Me not talk about if the man ya koof cough quiff you and then tell you about back it up and the dumper truck later with the eye them big and swell up out there. So that's not what I'm talking about. In those situations, you should have never been in it, but now that you're in it, leave as fast as you can. Don't look back. I've said this before. Left clothes, shoes, jewelry, everything. Left it. Just left. Material things you can replace. Men who beat women eventually end up getting someplace close to killing them. Maybe him knock her out one time and think she did dead. Him see him wanna run around her and talk about Jesus Christ, we killed the girl. Now go to prison. He didn't care that he knocked you unconscious. He just cared that he's able to bring you that close to death, but him not really want you dead, cause then he might figure go to prison. So excitement and things. So know who you getting with. And if you're in one of those, you see how I'm doing? Just like that. Leave so fast you forgot you were there. All right? That part. So fast, Danielle. Danielle with the baby. Oh man. That man put her on camera and said, you ain't never been my main. You my side piece. She my side chick, y'all. See my side chick. Ask my brother. Hey Jay, what you know her as? What you know Danielle as? But he was filed for that because that's the mother of his child. And if you're gonna do that to the mother of your child, the internet's undefeated, my friend. All this stuff is gonna be out here. So imagine that child growing up a little bit more, and then he sees this. He's like, damn, that's big public embarrassment for my mom. Why daddy do her like that? People have their own situations. You feel like you can stomach that, then stomach that. Who am I to tell you what makes you happy? All kinds of weird stuff make different people happy, right? I just know what's good for me, and I try to share that and hope it's good for somebody else too. But yeah, he did sound real stupid, but again, that's one of them cases where young, rich females are going to be everywhere, all over you. And these are the females that I talk about. They're willing to do about every and anything for a man with money. They're willing to do about every and anything for a man with money. And then they find themselves in these kind of positions being abused, right? Worst part is you don't have anything to bring to the table. Please don't ever think that a man that worked his ass off to get what he has is ever going to enjoy you just sitting at the table, just being there, just yamming up all that he's bringing forth. He's not. Somewhere in his mind, a sense of superiority is going to form. My thing's this, work hard for this. You can get up and left any minute. So my rules go. That kind of stuff. Oh, and if you don't like it, bye. Somebody else will come in and enjoy all this. You got to start thinking, right? Nobody who work hard don't want you if you're not a hard worker. Nobody not walking around who work hard looking for people to take up on mine and take care of. People are looking for people to build. If I know how to make 150,000 US dollars a year, I want to know that you at least know how to make 50, or you come in with some kind of brain and ideas that could make us a next extra 50. It don't have to be, oh, she got to make exactly what I make, or vice versa. I've heard sisters voice this before as well. Like, she got her career, she's doing her thing, but every time she gets in a, but then again, that might be who she's choosing. Some men are highly insecure because if a woman is like a career woman or she a hustler and she have her thing, her money locked on her thing, you know, her means of income and stuff set up. Go figure out how you can multiply that with her. That's building. That's building. Same thing vice versa for the women and the men. No money man now take you up, my girl, and just support you and just keep you so. He's spending money on you because it's not a lot of money to him. Okay? And the fact that you don't have nothing and you have no ambitions to go get nothing, trust me. If you work hard for what he has, and I don't know, drugs money, if you bust his ass to get what he has, him no want you. He want your front. He want your head. He want your mouth. He want whatever part of you him gonna use, but he don't want you, not for the long run, unless you're a long run side chick. And that's the honest truth. All right? Ask any brother who's accomplished if he wants a female who doesn't even have, like, she's about to get up and go get it too, some ambition. The man wants to pour into you so you can pour back out more, so he can pour more into you. He don't want to be working and that you're yamming off everything that he's working for. Me get a check, 10 grand check. She gone shopping, $6,000 worth of Louis Vuitton and bags and this and books and. You know how that work for this damn check? And him not even get a present out of it. She came back home with 20 bags from these stores. So you gotta go work hard enough to get that next check for your next 10 grand. You gone again, 4 more grand gone out time 10 grand. That's nobody is into that. So line up yourself properly and understand when you're putting yourself in positions to be used and to be abused. Building with somebody is different. If you're the person that thinks though that they owe you, man owe you something, and any man have to go pay me, pay down upon it, spend upon me, all this, please understand that that man knows that. He knows that that's what you are. There's no intentions in his mind for you to be main anything. Point blank period. Remember something tell us, so here? All right. So here we are this morning. I'm going to leave it right here. Big up on yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. Share the videos. Thumbs up the videos. Please, especially the other video that I put up yesterday, I need y'all to share that video a lot so more people see it, because we're trying to find this girl. All I want is for this girl to come home to her family in one piece. That's it. After that, we can talk about, oh, him did a gunman and she like gunman and see if they talk to her. Right now, we don't care about all that. We just want to locate her, see her in person, and know that she's okay. All right? Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.